we are going to start today with a seated semi-hanging position. You can do this sitting backwards on a chair, using the back of the chair instead of the stall bars. You could also do this sitting at a table and using the top of the table, or even potentially a counter. You want to start by finding your best 3D postural correction. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over ankles. Stay tall, stay elongated, equal weight bearing through your feet here. You're going to hinge forward at your hips. Bring your arms to your surface, whether it's the back of the chair or, again, a table or counter. You want to go ahead and make sure that your shoulders are not shrugging up to your ears, so your surface height should be right at about chest height here. And then you're going to start with your first breath, inhaling and lengthening, elongating from head to hips. As you exhale, press down into the bar, press your elbows wide, stay tall, stay elongated. And then inhale, lengthen, expand, opening through the concavities of your back. Exhale, send elbows wide, head and hips opposite directions. Inhale, lengthen, expand again. And exhale, push, hold it right there, don't collapse, keep pressure, keep tension, maintain. Inhale, lengthen, expand, grow tall, grow wide. Exhale, push, elbows wide, head and hips opposite directions, core is active. 3 more breaths here. Inhale, lengthen, expand, and exhale, push, keep pressure, keep tension, maintain. Inhale, lengthen, expand again, growing taller, growing wider. Exhale, push, core is active, keep pressure, keep tension, maintain. Inhale, lengthen, expand even more. And exhale, hold it right there, don't collapse, keep pressure, keep tension, maintain. Take a couple of breaths naturally. As you lower your arms, make sure you stay in your postural correction. Don't allow yourself to sink into the curve here. Stay tall, stay elongated, stay open through your concavities. And then we're gonna go ahead and come onto hands and knees, or prone on knees. So for this position, you're gonna start in a tabletop position, bringing hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips here. You want to make sure that you don't end up with too much pressure on your hands. So if you need to, if you feel like you've got too much pressure coming through your arms, you can shift your hips backwards a bit and that will take pressure off. Go ahead and turn your hands inward so your pinkies are touching and your thumbs are touching. So you're making 2 little triangles here. And then from here, you can lower down onto your elbows. Keep your forehead hovering right above your hands. Neck is long, elbows are pressing wide. Start with your first breath. Inhaling and lengthening, expanding. As you exhale, sending head and hips opposite directions, pressing elbows wide. Now bring your attention to the concavities of your back. Inhale, expand and lengthen, open through the concavities of your back. And exhale, push, elbows wide, head and hips opposite directions. Inhale, lengthen, expand even more. And exhale, don't collapse, hold it right there, keep pressure, keep tension, maintain. Inhale, lengthen, expand again. And exhale, push, keep pressure, keep tension, maintain. 4 more breaths here. Inhale, lengthen, expand. Exhale, hold it right there. Head and hips pressing opposite directions, elbows wide, face is relaxed, shoulders are relaxed. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, push, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, expand, open, elongate, and exhale, push. Keep pressure, keep tension, maintain. Inhale again, expand, elongate, and exhale. Don't collapse back down, hold it right there, don't change anything. 1 last breath. Inhale, lengthen, expand, and exhale, push. Keep pressure, keep tension, maintain. Take a couple of breaths naturally and come back up into your tabletop position, focusing on staying elongated, staying open through the concavities of your back. We are going to add just a little bit of movement here. For this, it's important that you keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. Don't lift your head up. Don't let your head drop down. Try to envision your neck as a continuation of the rest of your spine. You can check that you're again in your best posture here. Hands right underneath shoulders, knees right underneath hips. And we're going to start by lifting one arm up and then the other. So you're going to inhale, reach forward, and then exhale, come back down. Inhale and lift, extend, elongate, and exhale, come on back down. 2 more, inhale and lift. Exhale, lower back down. Nothing in your back is moving, concavities stay open. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. Let's actually do 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one here. Inhale and lift. Exhale, lower. And now let's add your feet. So when you're lifting your leg, you only want to lift as high as you can without moving anything in your back. So that might just be extending your leg out straight behind you. If you start to feel like as you're lifting your leg up, you're really moving your back or arching your back, that's too much. So you don't want to do that. Keep your back stable, keep that postural correction, and only move as much as you can while maintaining that. So again, starting with an inhalation, inhale and extend your leg back, and exhale, pull it back down. Inhale and lift. Exhale, lower. Keep your core tight. Neck is long, face is relaxed. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. Lots of control here. When you come back into your tabletop, each time you can think about adjusting, making sure your hips are neutral, concavities stay open. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. Let's do 2 more. Inhale and lift. And then exhale and lower. Last one, inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. Reset, find that best posture here, maintaining the openness through the concavities of your back. Neutral spine, neck is long. And then you can come back. You can either sit on your heels if that's comfortable, or you can sit in tall kneeling here. Find that best sitting position for you. And stay tall. Take a couple of breaths naturally. Next, we're going to be coming down to lying on your back. And you can go ahead and use some pads here or props on the prominences of your back to give you some extra cues. So you can roll up hand towels. You can use the wedges or bean bags if you have them. So I'm going to come and lie down on my back. The first thing you want to do when you lie down is check that your hips are right underneath your trunk. So you may need to shift them to the right or to the left. Make sure that your nose and belly button are in alignment here. That's the key. Stay long on the ground. You can even give yourself a little bit of a bear hug. Wiggle up. So you're stretching out as long as you can possibly be on the mat here. You can stay in this position with knees bent, feet flat, or if you have a lumbar prominence, you can extend your leg on that lumbar prominence side. So for most people, this would mean left leg would be extended here. And then you can place your pads, one on the left lumbar prominence, one on the right thoracic, if that's your curve pattern. Otherwise, place them as you've been shown for your specific curve pattern. And then let's go ahead and bring fingertips up to shoulders, elbows wide. You want to make sure that you're not slugging your shoulders up to your ears, but that you're keeping your neck elongated, keeping length throughout your entire spine. And then we'll start with our first breath, inhaling and lengthening, growing tall from head to hips. As you exhale, pressing elbows wide, pressing your heel to the wall, toes toward your nose. And then inhale again and expand forward and upward away from the pads and out and back towards the ground on the opposite side. Exhale and push. Keep some pressure and tension here. Inhale again, lengthen, expand. And exhale, don't collapse. Hold it right there. Keep pressure, keep tension, maintain. Inhale, lengthen, expand even more. And exhale, push, keep pressure, keep tension, maintain. Inhale, lengthen, expand again. Exhale, don't collapse, hold it right there, keep pressure, keep tension, maintain. Let's do 3 more breaths, going for maximum expansion. Inhale and expand. And exhale, push, elbows wide, head and hips opposite directions. Inhale, lengthen, expand even more. Exhale, don't collapse back down. Keep pressure, keep tension, maintain. 1 more breath. Inhale, lengthen, expand. And exhale, push. Keep pressure, keep tension, maintain. Take a couple of breaths naturally. You can keep your hands in this position or you can bring arms down to your sides. We're gonna add again just a little bit of movement. So you can go ahead and bend your left leg to match your right. And we're gonna start with some marching. And so as you march, your goal is to keep that openness through the concavities of your back. Keep your back nice and elongated. And you can focus still on inhaling and exhaling into the concavities of your back as you are moving your legs. So you can start lifting one foot up, then the other. And try to keep this motion going as you're inhaling and exhaling. Focusing on keeping your core engaged, hips nice and stable here. And go ahead and do a few more. Really focusing on minimizing any movement through your back, keeping those concavities open and expanded. 1 more breath, inhaling and exhaling. And then when you're done, you can bring your feet back down to the ground. Check if you need to reset your posture, making sure your neck stays long, shoulders down away from your ears. And we're gonna add a heel slide next. So with your heel slide, you wanna make sure that you are not arching or lifting your back up off the ground as your leg slides out. Keep your core engaged. You're gonna inhale and extend, and then exhale and pull back up. Inhale, lengthen, extend, and exhale, pull back up. Keep going, inhale and extend. Exhale, pull back up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull back up. Inhale again and extend. Exhale, pull back up. 1 more. Inhale and extend. Exhale, pull back up. Take a moment, reset if you need, find that best alignment. And then we're gonna go ahead and sit up. So you can roll onto your side and come up. Find your best sitting position. If you are sitting cross-legged, you wanna make sure that you're able to get good extension through your back. So you're not rounding through your low back. You could sit on your heels. You can sit in a chair if you want. Find that best sitting position again. Equal weight through your sit bones, sitting nice and tall. And then we are gonna come one last time into our hands and knees position for our puppy pose here. And so this is similar to the prone on knees, But we're gonna go ahead for this position and reach your arms out wide. They're about yoga mat's width apart. As you're hinging your hips back, you're focusing on sending your head and hips in opposite directions, staying neutral and long through your spine, similar to child's pose, but less of the rounding down, more elongated, more active and lifting, but you should feel a stretch here. So you can hold this position for a few breaths. Again, stretching out, lengthening, growing taller, growing wider, pressing head and hips in opposite directions. Take a few inhalations and exhalations. And then let's come up into standing. Find your best standing position, standing nice and tall, equal weight through your feet, nose and belly button are in alignment, hips should be centered underneath your trunk, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips here. Take a couple of breaths, inhaling, opening through the concavities of your back. As you exhale, not collapsing back down, keeping that nice position there. Take just a few more breaths, really trying to let all of that nice work that you did sink in and stay with you for the rest of the day. All right, good job.